I was born in Zimbabwe, where I was born, and it was always exciting with the people that you feel like your own. It's always exciting. People don't really understand what this means when we say one of our own. It's because we are talking about the way you speak, the way you look at life as an overview, the way you do so many things are always in that angle of actually trying to say what you are fitting in, because this is where you belong. You are with the people that are used to you, that you can find yourself connecting with. And that's exactly the way that my life was. I enjoyed so much, even though things on the outside was never really that perfect. If you remember, especially this year of 2008, things went crazy in my country. That to find food, it was really painful to do. Earlier before that, my parents had moved to another country, which is Botswana. So now that forced me to actually go there in 2008, where they felt like it was exhausting them financially, even physically, to work while trying to produce food for it to come that side in them. So they decided to get us so that we can start living in this new country. And I had to try by all means to fit into the new people that I was getting to, because remember, I'm from another place, and I'm coming to a new place where I need to actually become a newbie, try to learn to fit in, try to accept that now cultures have changed. Things are never gonna go the way they were like. I'm never gonna be treated the way it was like. So a lot of things had to change very, very, very fast. But the problem is this: I'm just a kid. No, 13 years. Would I call it a kid? Really? I was really growing up. I was about to reach to my teenagehood. So going into this class, in this situation where I was actually forced to go back school wise, because I was coming into a new country, and the problem is that the results in them delayed to come, so I was not going to be able to go to the next level, so I had to come back down. And when I went to the lower level, they said I should go back a year back so that I understand how things moves in the new country, which now actually disturbed me, because I'm a child. I'm saying that I'm moving on in life, I'm about to go to another level, but I'm forced to come back and try by all means to fit in. Now I'm actually in a school with, most of the time now it feels like I'm the oldest of them, or even though there were older kids in that situation. So it means I have to try to act like I'm part of them, as well as don't have to reveal to so many people, because parents may not know these things about children. When we are growing up, when we know that we are at a certain stage where we are not supposed to be, and we are with so many children who are at a certain age, and I'm coming in trying to fit in. At the same time, I'm not even supposed to be there. My level is way above, 3 years above me, and I'm below. It's a crazy world, and it's a scary world trying to fit into that environment, because you'll be afraid of the judgment from people that he was not even good. He's coming from another country and is even being put back because he's not even doing so. And I'm not saying that I was really that good, because there was a lot of things that I had to change. So it forced me to always put myself in this weird shell where I had to protect myself, where I always had to overdo some things, where I always have to take an extra mile in things that I was supposed to do a little bit less, just because I was afraid of the reaction of what people were going to say about me, and how people were going to look at me at the very end. So that forced me to become the personality that I wasn't. That forced me to try to hide the characteristics which makes me being me, whether the good or the bad. That forced me to try by all means, so that whatever other people expect of me, and that's always one of the things that people have to understand: never do what people expect you to do, because if you do what people expect you to do, then it means you are literally living this life for them people. That's exactly what I was doing, and I did it for such a long period of time. I remember I did it in my primary, had to go do it in the senior school, junior school, senior school, trying by all means to fit in, trying by all means to people, trying to be cool, trying for people to learn to accept me. Remember, I'm in a new country, I don't even speak the language. I'm trying by all means to even try to sort out my tone, because my tone is very far away from them, and it was one of the worst moments of my life. But also, it meant that I needed to grow up. It meant that I needed to learn to become somebody that I wasn't. And I have to say that because of that, a lot of things happened in my life that I ended up going through so many things. And it took so much time, but I ended up learning that, you know what? To hell with what people expect me to do. It's crazy that I'm saying this. I had to say to hell to people who expect me to be this, to be that. I'm gonna be me, whether you like it or not. You leave the hell of me alone, because I'm not gonna try to live my life for you. I'm not gonna try to sacrifice so much of being me to make you happy, to make you excited. And that meant that I had to become somebody else that so many people now who were in the same environment as me were not used to. Expected me to do what they want me to do. They expected me to always be the yes boy. You want to go do something? Yes, I'm doing it because I'm trying to look for friendship. It took time, but sometimes it feels no to say no to some, peer pressure, for example, to do this. Remember, I once told you of a story of me being beaten because I had stolen some money because I was trying to make a superior happy when I was still in Zim, because I was young and I was trying to fit in the group. So it took time, because now it was a different language, to try to be a different person. But it also helped me as a person, because if I had not gone through that, or gone through so many situations like that, I think I would not have even appreciated how much it takes for a person to define themselves as being them, to learn to run away from so much that is happening all over the world and say that I'm gonna live for me, I'm gonna do what makes me happy.